Thank you to Everlane, Next Evo Naturals, and LifeStraw for sponsoring today's episode.
Guys, I have crazy news that I forgot about.
What?
And you're going to love this especially, Zach.
Oh, wow.
I finally, 2 days ago, bought something that I've always wanted to buy. It is a spooky electronic instrument.
No, you did not get a fucking... Oh, why am I blanking on the name right now? The
Theremin.
I got a theremin.
You got a theremin?
I got the Moog Theramini, which I had always seen online, and I assumed, oh, it's a mini theremin. It must be like really small. It's not. It's still like a normal size theremin. It's just called that. And I guess it's a real theremin is like enormous, apparently. Like they're super huge. But this is still like totally big enough. It's like the width of like a music stand. So like it's big and goofy. And I've already watched videos of old men telling me how to calibrate it. And I'm so fucking excited.
Now, people listening probably don't know what the fuck a theremin is. It is in the song Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
It makes music by creating a electro sort of field, and the music is made when you disturb the field.
So what it is, and tell me if I'm right here, Keith, it's a rod, a metal rod in the air, and you just put your hand in the air around it, and
so
you're
it's like an L shape, right? So there's a metal rod, and there's the base, and at the end of the base there's a receiver, and there's an antenna as well, and you tell it though, like when you turn it on, it's like, okay, here's the point that I've decided. You give it its boundaries, and even one of the points you have to like hit a button and then run away from it because it needs to know what's around it besides you.
Wow.
So
You're
like
not touching anything when you play. You're waving your hand through air.
What?
And that is disturbing the electromagnetic field that then creates the spooky
Does it
ghost
feel
noise.
weird when your hand
it doesn't feel
is
like
there?
anything. And I haven't gotten it yet. It'll come to me sometime next week when I won't have any time to play it.
Yeah.
And Becky's gonna let you because that seems like sort of ghosty.
So that's what the guest house is for, all the weird instruments. So the guest house is my spooky thing. And yes, it is very ghosty.
Are you asking in the context of, Becky is like not down with Ouija boards and you feel like this is kind of occult adjacent?
I think it's pretty close.
It's spooky, but no, it doesn't actually. Demons don't talk through it.
We don't know that.
We don't know that, but it is. You know what I've found out is the instrument was made in like 1920.
What?
Yeah.
It's an old fucking instrument, and what I love about synthesizers and all those things is that they're all really old instruments that still feel like they're from the future. And here's the idea. So like when you plug in an amp or a speaker, there's a hum. Electricity innately has a sound to it. And people were like, we could manipulate that into music. And that's what they did.
That's inspiring.
I don't know that. I know that the inventor has a crazy personal life story, and he was in a Soviet prison for a while. Like he was a war prisoner, he was like,
wow.
He
talked to a bunch of demons, and he wanted to replicate their voices.
I think it was after he invented the instrument.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll.
They probably thought he was like super fucking genius, and like, we got to steal him. He made the theremin. What else can he do?
I have to read up on him, but yeah, he's got to create the first alarm system.
I also have huge news.
Okay.
I found a chair.
You need to give us more details.
Sorry, Rainey, we don't know the context. We have no context for what you're talking about.
Keith, are you okay?
He's upset. Rainey said she found a chair. Like, what is that supposed to mean?
Now,
Sorry, I just took a big swig of a drink for what was a very confusing announcement followed by clapping.
Clapping?
Over
Why
her
did she
head.
clap?
But what I liked
I'm
about the
not quite
clapping
sure.
is one hand stayed high.